nobody understands why, the actual product you already made. We wanted to see that. Anyway, okay. Any questions?
Any questions?
Okay.
So please tell me detailed target customer, for example, your restaurant or local people or others.
We think that our target is tourists.
Tourists who come to the ancient Greek restaurant.
So just, well, almost 99% of the customers who go to the cafe are tourists. So,
Orange.
orange?
Orange.
All age.
Old age, older
Yes.
people.
Okay.
Next question, please.
Yes. Did you ask to the tourist, have you ever been, do you know Wilfred? 15 people know the Wilfred. And then, have you ever they eaten Wilfred from country? Did you ask?
Yes, but it depends on people. Some people say, I remember one person who came from California. He said he ate milkweeds in his country, and other person who came from France. You know, milkweeds is also famous in France, so he said he ate in France.
So then, do they have need to eat Wilfred in Korea? Because they can eat Wilfred from country.
We think that's the point, so we have to make something different from milkweeds that all people know. We want to make like new style. We don't know what new style is yet. We need to talk about.
Any other questions? You got any other questions? No questions?
Okay. Ready?
Okay. Actually, it's quite a good idea because I haven't had breakfast yet, so so I'm very hungry right now. I don't know what meal crepe is actually. I have no idea. Maybe I'm not French or I'm not Californian, so I'm not from California, so I never ate this before, and I don't know what it is. So I don't know, is it really famous with Westerners? Like, that's why I'm very curious about this survey. Of 23 people, how many people are Japanese, how many people are French, how many people are Westerners? Do you have this information?
Japanese people are 4, French people are 3. Other countries, for example, Arab, Great. For example, Arab, England, Africa, and Iceland.
So, those 8 people who don't know where they're from.
Sorry. 80 people.
8 people who don't know where they're from.
Africa, England, Arab.
Okay, so if they are French or Japanese, they must know meal crepes. Okay, so you said that almost tourists don't know it, but actually almost tourists know it, almost all tourists know it, right? It's a reverse. Because 15 is a lot of people who know. 8 is not so many. So actually, how many? Two-thirds of the people actually know. 60-something% of people know meal prep. Only less than 40% don't know. Is that so? Is that right? Somebody from the team, please answer me. Thank you. Yes or no? Okay, so more than 60% of the people who actually know what meal prep is, right? Yes.
Can you repeat again?
So actually 60% of the people know it. What meal prep is. Okay? Okay, so yeah, I like the idea of making desserts because maybe right now we only have 2 desserts, that's not enough. Born in Japan, collaborations. If you just say that because Vietnamese people make meal prep, it doesn't make it Vietnamese though. Okay, so I really like the idea of adding something, adding some flavor that is Vietnamese to the thing. Maybe, I don't know, some fruits or some ice cream that has a local fruit flavor. I do see that a lot of tourists here like to eat coconuts or mangoes. So in their countries there's no coconut or mangoes. Okay, but from our previous surveys in the restaurants, I just want to talk more about the customer definition. Okay, so he asked a question. You say old age people, right? But in your example, you show the 10 years old kids, the old person, the 40 years old man, and then the girls who have a boyfriend. Actually, most girls who come to Korea don't have a boyfriend. They travel with themselves. They travel in groups. Okay, from our previous research, we know that Western customers, actually from the restaurants research, we know that Western customers want to Vietnam just to eat Vietnamese food. They don't want to come to Vietnam to eat Japanese food. Okay? And actually, I think the more likely group that will buy meal prep is the people who know meal prep already, but then want to try something that is Vietnamese at the same time. So it has to be something that's familiar to them. So it's a behavior of Japanese customers. A lot of them want to come to Vietnam, but they don't know anything about Vietnamese food. So they see something similar to them, familiar to them, but something that is Vietnamese, then they want to try it. That's the case for a lot of Japanese customers. That's the case for a lot of samurai burgers. They know what burger is, but then they want to try something Asian, so they eat samurai burgers. Or they know what teriyaki sauce is, but they want to eat something only in Vietnam. That's why they eat samurai burgers. So I do see that you have to target those 60% of the people who know meal prep. You must know better who they are, where they're from. How do we advertise to them? What makes this thing stand out? I'm very worried that if you just put meal prep on the menu, it is only one item among a lot of other things. People will not order it. You have to think of how to make them stand out. And your sample size 23 is not enough. You need more. You need more sample size, like you said. Okay, this survey, so your survey has only one question? Your survey only has one question?
No. Yes. We first wanted to ask people who was in restaurant.
Yes.
But we did questionnaire at the not good time. We wanted to do like lunchtime. But we did like after lunchtime, 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. So there was no customer.
Exactly.
Yes, so we actually wanted to ask people inside the restaurant, but we couldn't.
Yeah.
So we had a question that, where are you from? Why did you decide to come to this restaurant?
Yeah.
And also this one, do you know your place?
So you have to do the survey again. Okay. Good to know. Right. I only have those comments.
since I know what you're doing here in Haiyan right now, so I know that briefly the whole situation, so I understand your presentation. But if I'm a newcomer, I don't understand what you're doing right now at all. Because you suddenly okay, this is kind of customer. But if the customer wants to grab something for you, what does it mean? You have your hypothesis, right? And you have to explain you already made a sample. And you ask the customer to try the samples, right? That's a situation. But you skip that steps, right? Then you got some answers from the customers. Is that the situation, right? That's my understanding. Then you are thinking to do some, like a corrected program, like let's see from your research, right? But no understand. I already knew you already made a sample, but you didn't mention at all. No. So whole story doesn't connect at all to the audience. Right? So you have to explain your status step by step. As first we target this one, so we try to make this one and make a sample, get the feedback. So next step is like this, and here's the risk. Here's what we have to do. The next step, something like this. Okay. And secondary, kind of already mentioned that for everyone, you have to be careful about the numbers and the condition of your questionnaires. Okay. Don't only put the numbers, you put the percentage. You already converted the percentage. It's very important. At the same time, statistically, you have to get 30. Okay. Number of samples always more than 30. That's why when I talk about statistics, you only get 2, right? Doesn't matter how many customers you reached. At least you have to distribute 30 customers. Otherwise, you cannot get nothing. So that doesn't mean anything. Okay. Also, you have to put the conditions. Like we already asked, what kind of people you ask this question? Don't do that the way you put here. Okay. Because sometimes mistakenly ask the customer, the people who is not target. Like if you ask, okay, even if it's Europeans, but if it's backpacker, it's not our target. Because backpacker doesn't pay the money to the seats. I doubt like African people might be a customer, might not be a customer, right? Okay, so even if you ask a question, if it's not customer, you have to delete that, exclude from the data. Be careful of that because it's misleading. If you put non-target data, it's misleading. That's it. Okay, so I believe you are going to add something on it, not only making milk lake, but also something new. Because no one wants to eat the regular milk lake here in Korea. You have to make best sweet in Korea. Okay? When customer comes to Korea, everyone wants to eat. That's what you have to eat. You have to make it after achieve the goal. Okay? Don't think about the same way. Okay?